Well, now, it's a couple of months later, and as you know, I did Shrek back in July, and I'm due to do Shrek in 2 weeks at St Albans with a different group in a different theatre, and I'm really looking forward to it actually. Went along to run through Act 1 with them last week, and it went really well, and they're all really keen and really good actually. So yeah, it's going to be fun. The only reason why I said I'd do it again is because I really like the show, and it didn't feel like the last one went as well as I would have wanted it to go. So I get to have a do-over. Hey! So doing that. Now, I was supposed to be doing Our House in September, and I didn't do it. And the reason why I didn't do it is because I watched it on YouTube. It's a really awful show. It's terrible. It's based on all the songs from Madness, but none of the actual decent songs are in it. And it's this whole sliding doors kind of concept where this young lad could have gone one way and ended up a criminal, or could have gone the other way and ended up with a happy ending. And there's this narrator who goes through the show, and when they turn the doors to black, that's the evil guy, and when they turn it to white, that's the good guy. But this narrator, you don't realise until 3/4 of the way through the show, this is after the interval, that he's this character's deceased father. It's not made obvious, and I know they made quite a few changes to the show after the audience didn't like it when it first went in the West End, because there was a lot of mention of like condoms and sex and what have you. But I watched this show and just thought, this is awful, and I am going to hate doing it. So I didn't. I turned it down. Nice position to be in, huh? But anyway, so yeah, doing Shrek in 2 weeks. But I'm also doing my first pantomime in 4 years. Woo! Love panto. And I'm doing Aladdin over in Hemel Hempstead. Now, the timing of this thing is horrendous because I'm flying off on holiday for 10 days and coming back on the day before I perform. So I'm not getting a tech, I'm not getting a dress, and I'm going into this thing cold. And I like to go and watch it so I can see what's going on the stage that I can't see while I'm over in my little corner. So I said to them tonight, can I have a ticket? I know you sold out, but can I have a ticket for the Wednesday? And then I'm doing the Thursday, the Friday, and the Sunday performances. And they went, yeah, we're not doing a Wednesday night. What? I said, no, we're doing Saturday, Sunday before, and then Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, they're having a rest. And then we're doing Thursday, Friday, 2 on Saturday, 2 on Sunday. Like, oh, bollocks. So that means that I'm not actually going to get to see this show fully costumed, fully made up, fully lit until the night that I perform in it. So it's like being parachuted into something cold. So I went along to their rehearsal. They ran the whole show today for the first time, and it was ropey as hell. Of course it was, because some of them were still on their scripts. But I went specifically to record them singing the songs so that I would get the timing of the songs, because some of them have a long intro, some of them have the short intro, and they've changed the words. So I wanted to see how it all fitted in. So I've managed to do that. That's fine. Translated the show this morning. Dead simple. I mean, there aren't any complex concepts to get across in a kid's pantomime, and it has to be translated in such a way that little kids will understand it anyway. So apart from the odd couple of words that I had to look up, it was fine. It's going to be absolutely fine. So I just need to concentrate on the songs, really. So yeah, the big plan for this thing is that I'm going to go along to, they're going to run the show on about the 22nd of November, and I'm going to go and film it. because I know they won't be in costumes and what have you, but at least by watching it back, I will be able to see where they are for role shift purposes and to be able to kind of get a grasp of the show. Then I think they're going to have another run through on the 27th, which might also double up as a tech, so fingers crossed. And then I fly off on holiday and then I come back and 2 days later, I just get on there and do it. So it's going to be one of the weirder ones that I've ever done. It's not the weirdest, but it's going to be one of the weirder ones that I've ever done. So yeah, interesting times, eh? But because this group that I'm doing Aladdin with own the theatre, they rehearse in the theatre. So tonight I got chatting to the backstage guy and the stage manager, and they told me exactly where I was going to stand and the fact that there's a poof of smoke when the fairy comes on. But, you know, I said to them, because it's panto, because I kind of get involved in the cast, when this fairy comes on and there's this poof of smoke, I'm just going to, I'm just going to try and join in as much of the fun as possible. So that's good. So it means that if I don't get a technical, at least they know where I'm going to be standing and they know where the spotlight's going to be. It's fine. It's fine. It will be fine. We'll see. But the other news is that I'm doing the Addams Family next March with the company that I did Kips with, and I know them and I like them, so that's going to be good. And I also started volunteering at the theatre where we did Kips, and I've got talking to a couple of groups who've said, oh yeah, that might be nice for you to come along and do that with us. But I've also been tapped to do The Little Mermaid and School of Rock in the same week next March, April. So I'm going to go off on holiday, chill out while rehearsing Aladdin, come back, do the pants-wettingly scary parachuting of Aladdin, have Christmas, and then start rehearsing for the next lot 3 months later. But hey, you know, it's all good experience. And if I don't like how Aladdin goes, if I'm not happy with myself because I didn't have as much practice with the group as I'd like to have, then I'll know never to do that again, never to accept something if I know I'm going on holiday or whatever. But this is going to be my last holiday for a while. Blah, 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 blah. Anyway, so that's where we're up to. And yeah, I'm sure you will see me again when I post from the tech and the dress for Shrek. And after Shrek is done and gone, I'm taking my new grandson, who's 8 months old, to see it. And that will be his first real experience of going to theatre. And if he gets bored and fidgets and wants to leave or gets a bit teary or whatever, and we only stay for 10 minutes, it doesn't matter because I've seen the show, I've done the show, and the ticket's free, and at least he will have experienced the theatre for the first time, which I really, really want for him because it's such a good experience. So yeah, that's my news. That's where we're up to. And I'm sure you will see me again in a couple of weeks. Bye.